Greetings, YouTube. Happy Sunday. You are staring at a screenshot of a new announcement from Mr. Otrix, who I have had the pleasure of messaging back and forth over the past hour or so, courtesy of the lineup, to try to see if there was anything else that he had found regarding the Act 6 announcement. Now, the good news is, when something is data mined, that means that it is pretty much guaranteed to come into the contest in 2 months or less. So kind of in the top left corner, as you can see, he thinks this could be as late as, say, mid-March or as early as this month, February. Either way, there are a couple of things to take away from his data mining that I think are really beneficial to the community. The first is something that I talk about a lot when it comes to giving newer players tips, but even seasoned players, and that's start hoarding potions and revives. We know Act 6 is going to be the toughest content we've ever seen. I would guess that it's going to be very similar to the abomination known as the Maze, only with actual good rewards this time. And so because of that, we know that even the best players are going to get knocked out, especially those that are brave enough to do it on day one and essentially go in blind. So you want to be hoarding as many potions and revives. This means, most importantly, to hoard all of those 4-hour crystals, all of those, especially you uncollected out there, those uncollected crystals with the level 1 and level 2 revives and potions. You're going to want to hoard all of those because you're going to want to have as many of those at your disposal as possible to open, to cut down on the amount of units you actually have to spend to revive your champions. The second thing that really I think is the most intriguing part of this announcement is this Karina's Blessing. I think I'm saying Karina right, maybe I'm not. But basically what we think is that this uncontested title is going to be the new Uncollected, which means that there could be an additional level of rewards in the future of the contest. Maybe it's in the 4-hour crystals, maybe it's in the daily crystals, maybe it's just some version of Grandmaster featured crystals that who knows. Maybe in the future gives you a chance to get 6-star champions. Imagine if there was a crystal, say for 1,000 units, because knowing Kabam, that would be the price tag, which is the exact same Grandmaster crystal, only instead it's the uncontested crystal, which gives you 4 stars, 5 stars, and a rare chance at 6-star champs. Not saying it would happen anytime soon, but I think that's the next evolution of the contest, a crystal that's 4 through 6-star instead of 3 through 5. And because of that, if you're watching and seeing the patterns of what Act 5 ended up being with the term Uncollected, with both the daily crystals, the 4-hour crystals, and then ultimately even things like the daily specials that you can get for the same price as those that are not uncollected but for way better value, this is just going to be something that we ultimately want to have as a title in the community that will be kind of the future of the game. So if you are excited about Act 6 Chapter 1, thank you again to Mr. Otrix for data mining this information for us to kind of give us a heads up on something that I think a lot of people have been expecting at the start of 2019, but it's kind of nice to know that there is some official data that has been mined for this announcement. I caution people, when you're ranking up champs, if you have a small amount of resources left, don't use them until Act 6 Chapter 1 has come out, because nothing's worse than using your last bit of Tier 2 Alpha or even your Tier 4 class Catalyst, and then you find out that the champion that you ranked up to use in Act 6 is really not going to be that valuable, and you have a different champion on your roster that would have saved you plenty of revives and potions, but you don't have the resources to upgrade that champion. And we know that rank down tickets are a thing of the past. We cannot guarantee that those will ever come back again. So rank up decisions are more important than ever, especially before Act 6 is announced. So be patient. I know sometimes that it's very difficult to be patient in this game, especially when you've been saving up tons of resources and you finally have them, but you will be rewarded with your patience, and likewise, you will be punished if you aren't patient and you end up ranking up a champion that doesn't really do you much good for the future of the contest, especially this uncontested title. Uncollected, then uncontested. Just imagine that. And thank you again to Otrix for all the work he does for this community, especially in this case where he's giving us a heads up to really start saving units and revives and potions to prepare ourselves best for what I do say again should be the most difficult content we have seen yet. But hopefully, just hopefully, the most difficult content is matched with the most blessed amount of rewards And that's at least what I'm hoping and praying when I absolutely get embarrassed in my initial run of this. It's going to happen. I'm just going to have to suck it up and take it on the chin. And until next time, have a great Sunday, YouTube. Thanks for watching.